And we are back. So, last we left off, the crew here had just felled High King Malkuth. Yes, the king has fallen, along with his sister wives and the rest of his tribe, it apparently is what it looks like, as a gruesome battle unfolded in the king's chambers, as unfortunately he was alerted to your presence, and through the aid of his courtesans was able to not only retrieve his armor in time, but also able to imbibe a potion of haste to augment his capabilities, and therefore became quite the threat where before he may not have been. So regardless, though, with the efforts of all of you having slain the rest of his underlings, the only one left standing, well, the only two left standing in the wake are Rogar and Zoom. For the sake of brevity, there is a spider. I'm going to say Rogar's going to go smash it. It doesn't have a lot of hit points.
I'll take it. You know, I would have killed it, you know?
He would have killed it within seconds. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
However, we've got 3 people unconscious. And we have 2 people up. So, before we do anything else, let's start with Zoom. Who would you like to attempt to either stabilize or resuscitate?
Moog. I want to just slap
Moog.
him with a healing potion. He hasn't taken any healing potions yet, right?
It's not going to matter. You guys are out of combat.
Okay.
It's going to be fine.
Okay, then, yeah, I'm just... Who's had more
Moog's
depth?
first.
Yeah, okay, Moog. There you go, Moog.
All right, Moog's
You're
up.
All right.
Let me mark off a healing spell, or a
2
healing potion.
D4 plus 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Rogar, would you like to attempt to go to someone?
5.
Velree or Trist?
Rogar would go to Trist, and he would have to search Trist to see if he has any healing potions.
Rogar has that. Rogar.
All right.
You pull out your little spyglass.
And pull out my spyglass.
Of course you do.
Thank you.
You.
13.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you're able to find Trist healing potions, which I'm assuming he has some.
I do.
Yeah, you can take one.
I'll take, whatever healing potion and just in his face, you know.
So, Velree, you should make me a death saving throw in the interim. $19, pass. So, Zune, I'm assuming you run over there.
Yep.
Have any healing potions?
I do, but hasn't she taken like 2?
We're out of combat. It's fine.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, then yeah, I'm hitting it with 1.
Okay.
See what you've done, bro? You've made everyone so paranoid about these fucking healing potions. It's ridiculous.
In combat, it's a different story. Out of combat, it's going to be fine. I'm assuming you guys give it enough time to kind of wear off. It's fine. It's fine. So Velree gets up as well. You guys all pretty worse for wear, all of you. Zune, the only one who didn't go down during the fight. Surprising. Not gonna lie, surprising. Super bard rocking it out there at the end.
Feeling pretty good about myself.
Feeling pretty
a
good.
little terrified still, but pretty good.
Room full of dead individuals.
This is fine. Let's get that eye ring out and throw it on Tristan's wrist or something as a bracelet.
Okay. Point of order. As everyone lies still in dead, everybody, the rest of the party, I'm assuming you guys kind of recoup yourself after a few minutes. What would you guys like to do officially?
We're gonna try to look around. Probably, well, at least help Trist probably look around for the peoples.
Okay. Trist, are you looking at stuff, or are you guys looking for people?
We came for people, so look for people.
All right.
We feel confident that we killed all the baddies in here?
Yes.
All right.
Apart from the thing that roared in the pit.
Mm-hmm. There's always that.
I'm gonna look for the fun stuff.
So you guys, I'll say that within moments, you guys do hear movement coming from outside in the hall, since you guys are all inside the king's bedchambers.
Cutting this eye ring off.
Cutting it off.
IDGAF.
Zoom, give me a strength check first as you kind of reach up to grab a hold of it.
I'm sick of this monster. Alright. It's gonna be bad. Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
18 minus 2.
All right. With 16, you grab a hold of it. You begin to go. And it rips free of the king's eyebrow, covered in smattering of blood. It looks like a gold band with like a silver inlay. You kind of hold it in your hand.
Yes, I'm probably gonna give it to Tristan. You can probably use it better.
Kind of looking at it for a second. It does appear to have arcane runes dancing across it.
So nice. I'm giving that to Tristan.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on first just to see what it looks like.
It's massive. It's a giant's eyebrow. It would fit like around your head. That's how big it is.
I don't care if there's gore on it. I'm putting it on my head.
Okay, you put it on.
It's a crown. I don't care.
You put it on, and you just kind of like, yeah.
Okay, good.
Nothing seems to happen.
That's fine.
You gonna give it to Trist?
Yeah. Boop.
Trist, you kind of
I'll put it on.
hands take it.
it.
As
Fling the gore off of it.
yeah. I'll say, if you guys are you guys taking time to look at things, or are you going to go investigate what happened?
Probably figure out what happened.
Okay. So Rogar, Velree, Mogs, you guys were not as distracted. You make your way into the actual main hall, and you hear the noise, like a shuffling noise, coming from the door, the first door on the left, where there's the kind of open window area. You hear a very weak, "Is someone there?"
Yeah, Rogar's gonna open the door.
Yeah.
You're gonna move over towards the door.
Follow him. Yeah.
Okay, you guys move across the hall, walking over the dead giant that you destroyed on the way in.
I'm assuming we all look like utter shit.
Oh, you look pretty bad. Rogar looks really bad.
Yeah.
Half digested. The rest of you guys all look pretty rough.
A little bruised, but all
Move
right.
over to the door. Rogar, between Rogar and Velree, even in their weakened states, and Moog, you guys are able to open the door between the three of you. You kind of, and as you do, a very a thin, sickly-looking woman kind of falls on her face, kind of, hobgoblin, female. She sits up. Her clothes are in tatters and ruins. She looks very dirty, and she smells like she hasn't had any kind of bathing in a while. Are they dead?
Yes.
Are you the spawn of Thrak?
I am Avenel Thrak.
Sorry, Rogar forgets things.
Ah,
Yes, your father. He has sent me.
oh, thank the gods. I thought they'd keep me here forever. And you look behind her, and what you see is this appears to be some kind of kitchen. And there is a large amount of like meat. There's a large cooking fire, big, like the size of a bonfire. You notice there are various burns across her arms. And in the center of the room, there is recessed in the ground a large pot that has been recessed down low enough to where apparently a smaller person could stir.
Are there any other survivors?
They wouldn't let me leave here. I've been here for a week. Been preparing the elixir. It's very important to them. It's very important I follow directions, but I don't have to stir anymore. I don't have to stir anymore.
It's in the elixir.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's okay. I'm gonna just kind of usher her out of the kitchen and let them run in and investigate whatever it is they need to investigate. Do we have food or anything we can offer her? I mean,
sure you guys have some things on you.
I hope we have something.
Yeah. She takes it. She eats, begins to kind of like gnaw on it like a hungry animal for a moment. Whatever you guys give her, she's just kind of... And why don't one of you give me an insight check?
Insight. Yay. Let's hope I don't F this up. Woohoo. Oh, 20.
20. You being able to really look into people's psyches, Zoom, more so than pretty much anybody else here. You do notice that this woman seems to be unhinged slightly.
Great.
Perhaps not in the best mental health.
I love unhinged.
One might say.
Okay. Then I'm going to do everything I can to soothe her. God, what should I use for that?
Sweet lovin'.
Persuasion? Oh, what did you say?
Sweet lovin'.
Oh yeah, no. Zoom doesn't
Yeah,
do that.
baby.
Zoom doesn't do
God,
that.
no.
The go ahead and give me a persuasion check, Zoom.
Alright. Everything's fine now. I'll get you back to your father. Please don't be a shitty roll. 19.
Oh, wow.
You seem to have her under calm down at the very least.
It's fine.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
We need to find the other people, but I'm gonna messenger, since that doesn't require speaking out loud, does it?
It's a whisper
Does.
that only you and the other person hear.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to Tristan, this woman is on the edge of sanity, and we should not ask her for other things.
Out loud, Tristan. Yeah, I bet. Where are the others?
You asking her?
I'm just asking out loud. If she wants to respond.
She already said she didn't know.
No answer.
I mean,
No.
out of character.
She's still kind of greedily gnawing on food.
Looking
I
around.
figure we're
Don't,
just-
there's no
yeah.
like footprint or nothing, so.
Okay. Trist, your passive investigation's high. Something catches your eye in the kitchen. There is what looks to be like a small table next to the recessed pot. The smell wafting off of the pot itself is pungent. And for some reason, it smells slightly familiar. And you kind of begin to walk over towards it, and you're not quite sure what it is. Maybe it's the blend of ingredients, but it doesn't smell like food. And as you get closer, you see on the table, there is in fact a list written in Goblin. And it is on like the size of like a blanket piece of like paper. And it appears to be instructions on when to stir and what to add to this elixir. It does appear to be arcane in nature. Looking at the ingredients, these are things that you would use for spell casting. Various odds and ends. Some of it even possibly occultish, slightly. And what strikes you the most, Trist, is that it's the the use of a certain what was that? What would that be called? Almost like a marking at the bottom of the paper, and it looks like the inscribing of like an eye, like an eye with strange little swirls around it. And you would recognize it in relation to some of the scrawlings you found from a small individual in Conwich, who shall not be named, and his affiliation in his studies, as Gilbert had similar scrawlings in his book.
What's connected? What the ingredients are nothing that's like odd.
Nothing.
Like, well, no,
they are odd ingredients for sure, but nothing.
But it's not like something that's impossible to find.
No, nothing that would be impossible to find. However, you've never seen. You're not necessarily an alchemist.
No.
So a lot of this doesn't make a ton of sense to you without more study, but it is an option if you were interested.
It's like a blanket, you said?
That's how big it is.
Like the size of it?
It's about the size of a blanket.
Well, I'll roll it up.
You roll it up. Throw it over your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, why not?
For now, I might just burn it.
All right.
Nothing else, though?
You retrieve the recipe for the elixir. Nothing else of note in the kitchen.
All right. Well, I don't see them in here, so obviously they might be stashed in these other buildings if any of them are still alive. Shall we check?
All right.
I'm assuming at this point we would probably just be exploring the fortress proper.
Also for the sake of brevity, since
yeah.
there are in fact no more immediate enemies in your vicinity.
We should take a short rest.
Are you going to take a short rest here?
I think we should take a short rest.
Why take a short rest when you could take a long one?
Can we take a long rest, you think?
It would depend on what you guys are going to do.
If we feel no immediate threats, I think a longer rest would be helpful.
Are we confident there's no one else in the fortress? That's what I'm saying.
In the longhouse, no.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to explore before I do any type of rest.
If you guys are going to be doing a little bit of exploring, you will not be taking a long rest anytime soon.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Well,
Damn it.
let's take a short rest.
Okay.
And then an hour rest
Yeah.
and then we'll explore the proper.
Okay.
The
You're able to take a short rest unhindered. So you do get a short rest, and you guys can spend hit dice, do whatever you need to do. You will not be interrupted. You do hear the bellowing calls of a creature at some point. And when it happens, your newfound companion of Anel begins to cringe and kind of shrink down at the sounds of the calls.
Their cause?
Like the bellows.
Oh, bellows,
Like
okay.
that. Yeah.
I thought there was those fucking Cridgeons again.
No cringes.
I was like, fuck. Fucking Cridgeons. Yeah.
Avenel, do you know what they keep down there?
He drank too early. He drank it. That's why they brought me in. I had to take over. But I didn't drink it. He drank it.
I'm guessing some experiment gone wrong, maybe.
He drank too early.
Yeah.
He
drank early.
He was like them, but he was changed.
Okay, we're gonna board that up. We're just gonna move on. Is it a?
It's a
can we
massive
just-
hole in the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, big.
It's big.
It's a big hole in the ground. It's not something you just board up.
Well,
Okay.
the rest is done. I want to explore more buildings.
Yeah, assume we explore the longhouse first
All right,
and then go out.
If you're exploring the longhouse, do you guys want to take stock of the things you will find in the longhouse?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and give this to you guys. Tristan's passive investigation and perception are so damn high. There's nothing in this longhouse that he cannot find. There's a slight caveat. So I do need you to make me a single investigation check, Trist.
Does anyone want to help me?
Oh, Rogar definitely try to help.
Sure,
him.
why not? Rover,
All
help.
right, straight roll then. 17.
17. That is enough. All right. So, here is what you shall find. First off, you find the headband that that was on the giant itself. It is not actually a headband. It is magical, however. And it appears that it must pierce the flesh of an individual. However, this is with your, I'm assuming with your actual, you're actually going to identify most of these objects. It's obviously magical, and it has the properties of a headband of intellect.
All right. Tristan notes that.
Yes. In addition to that, you do find a sizable hoard of wealth, mostly trinkets and bottles. If I'm going to go through the full list here, it is a lot. We'll start off with some of the art pieces. Find 3 tapestries dedicated to the worship of Akras. They're each worth 250 gold pieces apiece. You do also find a, it looks like equivalent of 1,000 gold pieces and 1,500 silver pieces. You find 2 diamonds worth 500 gold pieces.
Ooh, pocket one of those.
And an assortment of gems, kind of rubies, sapphires, things of that sort, worth 800 gold pieces. You find a bust of Velree the Vicious, worth 100 gold pieces, as well as an assortment of magical items on the king himself. And by magical items, I mean scrolls. You see a scroll for Zone of Truth. You also find a scroll of... Where are you? Hold, please. Gentle Repose, Sending, and Skywrite. So four scrolls that he had on his person. You also uncover in a hidden cache, this is what you rolled for, off to the side, you uncover a very similar item that Rogar's eyes immediately light up when he sees. In addition to all the wealth you've already discovered,
Yes, Rogar's
you find 8 gold bars stamped with a familiar eagle-like figure on the top, clutching some kind of branch or twig. You also find a large crate nearby, Trist. That is it's just a stack of shit that's in the corner. It looks like this wasn't opened. It was actually left alone. And Trist, you would recognize what's inside as you open the crate, and you see that it is full to the brim with a illicit substance known as Crimson Eye.
Oh, yeah.
Contraband within the dynasty. In addition
What's Crimson
to
Eye do one more time?
Crimson Eye is it's a drug, and it grants the user the benefits of the haste spell. You have advantage on perception checks while under its influence. You roll a d4 to see how long it lasts. However, when the effects wear off, you gain 1 level of exhaustion, and you must make a wisdom saving throw or permanently suffer these effects until you take your next use of Crimson Eye. You can be cured of this as if by anything that can remove poison, you can be cured of this. In addition to that, Trist, you find a smaller pouch of a similar substance known as Cinder. It's a glowing blue powder. It's in a much smaller bag, and you have 2 doses of blue Cinder. Go and give me a history check real fast, Trist.
Trist is familiar with Crimson Eye.
Or Arcana, whichever one you want to give me, history or Arcana.
Oh, hold on. I need to roll one more time with disadvantage. That's probably going to be the low one, though. Yeah, an 11.
An 11. For you, it's not as... Yeah, the DC was a 10.
Oh.
This is also a drug, but this is not like your normal street drug. This is a drug for magic users. Highly illegal. Very powerful. A dose of blue Cinder can enhance your use of attack magic. It gives you advantage on all spell attack rolls, and your spell save DCs increase by 2 for spells that inflict damage. It also lasts for a d4 minutes when you take it. And at the end, you must make a Constitution save or take psychic damage and suffer 2 levels of exhaustion. So there's a bit of a drawback.
No healing potions in any of this, right?
You find a stack of 20 healing potions, standard, 2 greater healing potions, and a single superior healing potion.
Anyone mind if I take one of these graders and about 4 of these regulars? I'm pretty tapped after healing everyone.
Yeah.
We should
Thanks.
each get 4 regulars anyway, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. And one of the tanks needs to take superior.
Yeah.
Tristan's too distracted with the drugs that he found.
Yeah.
You communicating these drugs to the
I
rest of
could
us,
use
or
a
keeping it
superior.
secret? Okay.
Now, when I
Or
say
Rogar.
the crate of Crimson Eye, I mean it's
Yes.
like you can't lift it.
Yeah, I imagine I would take a
This would be
handful.
like a shitload of Crimson Eye. Yes, a lot.
So we would just know what this is.
If Trist explains it to you,
Okay.
none
Trist,
of
are you
you would be
explaining
that
the
familiar
stuff?
with these street drugs.
I
Probably, maybe
I
Mo.
wouldn't explain the street drugs.
Yeah.
I would distract you with the
that?
potions, and then when you're dealing with the potions, I'd
Great.
go over and start
Yeah.
taking the drugs.
Now, Trist, the Crimson Eye has a marking, very well hidden on the side of it, and it's the mark of Clan Dreamweaver. And inside of the crate, in like towards the top, you do find a almost like a missive denoting a drop-off location at the docks in Port Dorona that are owned by Clan Giant's Blood. This might be Vern's drugs.
Noted.
And there is one more thing. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh shit, we keep going. Yeah, I love it.
It's not as big. Maybe. You do find a journal. Massive pages written by the great thinker himself. And in so doing, he details his dealings early on when he was gifted with insight into a small old man that visited him quite some time ago and gifted him with this knowledge. In return, he would have to stop travel to Conwich and prepare a brew. However, the man never showed, and he decided to take matters into his own hands. And he seeks to sup of the elixir himself and grant its powers.
So did it say stop travel between Conwich and
Everywhere.
Workham?
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Workham.
Stop travel everywhere?
Workham and Port Dorona are the only major cities outside.
Okay.
And apparently he was charged with keeping them both in check. And in return, he was to gain great power and esteem in the coming age.
Tristan will take a handful of Crimson Eye while they argue about health potions. No, I'm not gonna throw it in my face. I'm gonna scoop it up.
Now, I will say, it's actually in droppers, like a dropper style, and you do actually squirt it into your eyeball. That's how it works. It is very much modeled after Cowboy Bebop.
Or slow-mo.
And this was before
So
Netflix.
how many superior healing potions did we get?
There was one, so
One.
fight amongst yourselves
superior.
on who gets
How
the
bad
one.
is
Two
Rogar?
greater. Well, we took a short rest, so hopefully no one is.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
So, we took a short rest, so no potions needed, hopefully.
After you divvy up the pile of loot you've uncovered, and you start to grasp that perhaps this loot was in fact the remnants of all of the possible wagons and trade that was on its way to Conwich itself, that has been hoarded and gathered by these individuals. You begin to explore the rest of the fortress itself. The storage building is full of building materials, mostly cut stone, and various other bundles of like nails, wood, large enough for giants to use. Some of it small, being piecemealed together. The cut of the work is the stone in particular is very good, unusual for hill giants. The raw materials, you can probably wager to guess, Trist especially, being as smart as you are, that most of this was probably materials on its way to or from Conwich. Most of the perishables, you're starting to gather this up, is stuff that was captured in trade. These guys aren't out farming or doing anything like that. When you go to the pantry, you find a collection of food, and by food I mean actual food, not rotting meat food. Large bundles of rice, large amounts of alcohol that is still present, not all of it being guzzled. And there are several cages full of people. Some of the cages are empty and are bloodstained. Most of the people have all of their limbs, not all of them though. And these do look like the missing survivors of Conwich.
Cool. Cage, I'm assuming, is locked.
you guys have plenty of time here to break
Thank
the
you.
lock open or attempt to lock it to pick it. So
Yeah.
you got your drow with his sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers. Well, is it what's the time?
It is well past midnight at this
Okay.
point.
Yes. Well, if you haven't gone it by now, we are obviously here to rescue you. It is the middle of the night, so I suggest you stay with us. You can come back with us in the morning. Shit. Oh my god. Velree got snatched. And as they walk out of the cage, all prestidigitation one by one.
And the rest of your party, I'm sure.
Yes.
As that happens, all of you begin to looks like Velree's computer just crashed. Right at the end. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna cut this. It's fine, guys. I'm gonna make it another little 5-1 now instead of a 6-1. It's cool. It's cool. Regardless, though, as you take stock of your current victory, and she's back. Your current victory, you realize that something has been accomplished here. Something great, perhaps. Who knows what
Yes.
implications it might have for the future. I'm assuming you guys are going to attempt a long rest at some point
Yes.
Yes.
in the fortress.
Tristan's
maybe?
gonna try.
Yeah, I would assume we're staying in the fortress.
The fortress, not trying to be as probably with hesitance of going near the pit after what was described to you before, because there's possibly a psychotic, demented hill giant within, taking your leave, maybe even staying perhaps in the pantry or the pantry's the furthest building away. Easy enough to bed down for a long rest. Nothing untoward happened to you during this time. A well-earned sleep, one might add. And before morning wakes, we might have some events take place. But that's going to be for next session.
No, I got one thing I want to do.
What do you want to do? What's one
Okay.
last thing?
One last thing. So, while we're resting,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull out my spell scroll of armor of Agathis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hand it to Rogar. So, Rogar, can you tell me what this is? I'm gonna hand it to him.
He looks at it.
Yeah, Roger looks at it. What did you call paper?
Yes. Yes. Do you know what this does, Rogar?
Magics, I assume.
Yes, you are correct. Now, take this, and I'm gonna hand him the headband of intellect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna explain to him what he needs to do.
Okay.
Takes it and he looks at it. It has to get be pierced in or something, or
It
what's
has to be
happening there?
pierced into your flesh.
Okay. I'm assuming it's still very large.
It is. It's the size. It would fit on a normal person's head.
Okay. So it has to be pierced in.
Mhm.
I don't know where I'd pierce it. I guess just can it fit on my arm?
I mean, you could. Yeah. I mean, you could try to put it wherever you want.
I don't know how this is working. I'm confused by the piercing part,
I know you are.
because I don't know what to do with it. I guess, how big are we talking? I mean, Rogar's 7'5".
Where do you want to put it, bro?
I just don't know if
In
it's
comparison.
should I put it onto my on my eyebrow? Is it too big for my eyebrow?
You could try. I mean, yeah, you could do it. You want to pierce your eyebrow?
I guess.
You grab a hold
Hell
of
yeah.
it, and you. Oh, right eye, left eye. Which one are we talking there?
Left.
Center. You going out? You going center? What do you? How's this working?
Right here, I guess.
Oh,
But I mean,
side
it's
a little bit,
bro.
just
So
like-
cool.
like-
Yeah. Off the side a little bit. You're like, "Ah." As it pierces in, the ring shrinks down to a normal size for you.
Okay.
Yes. And suddenly your mind is swelled with knowledge. You are unlocked. You have a 19 intelligence now.
Oh
Um,
Here's what coitus means.
Suddenly, there are flashes in your mind. You technically can't read yet because you still need to learn, but you're capable now, and so many other things are at your forefront.
I give him the scroll back.
Rogar just yells out, "It means sex!
Sex!
Coitus means sex!"
Yes! Indeed. And on that note, as Rogar shouts out, "It means sex," into the night, we're going to end tonight's session of Whispers from the Stars.
Damn.
It was a rough one. But you guys got some good stuff, you know? I mean, it happens. Shit happens sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't go in your favor. Honestly, thought it was going to. Shit went downhill real fast. Yeah. All right.
It's all boss fights. All boss fights do that.
Sometimes they do. But, whew, man, let's do favorite moments of the night so that everybody can hop off here. Let's start with, the son of Ahmed, Rogar.
Oh, gee. The imagery of two naked hill giants and the one big hill giant, just fighting us, wasn't expecting that. That was, took me for a ride, didn't know. Also, I don't know what it is, the thought of us all just getting slapped around by this giant and just flying all sorts of ways throughout the room also made me laugh a little bit. Like poor little Trist, sitting there, the giant runs up to him and
Big ass rock.
and just like whacks him. He's like, oh, it's like Jesus. That's pretty brutal. But yeah, the fight in general.
I enjoyed it myself. How about Velree?
I don't know. I didn't get to capture the soul.
Oh no. Oh no.
That was my favorite moment. Yeah. Upset.
Oh, poor Velree. Don't worry, you killed plenty of things. I mean, come on.
Unconscious twice. It's very rude.
There's a thing in the pit. You'll get your soul.
Exactly. Yeah, go in the pit. Find the thing in the pit. Fight it to the death, barehanded.
Maybe I will.
You might. How about Dan Decker? Mo Broadjaw, favorite moment, sir?
Yeah. So Rogar being eaten was pretty awful. Not necessarily a favorite, but interesting part of the night. Moog was a little off, so there's that. But not dying is a good thing.
That's true.
We continue to slaughter giants left and right, and breaking up an orgy is just it's good. It's good stuff.
No, it's not. It was not
Yeah.
good.
That was not good. Big old floppy titties.
Oh Lord. How about Zune? Favorite moments of the night?
I have to second Dan there. Not dying, I think, was my favorite. There was a moment there where I was the last one standing, and I was like, "This is bad. I'm gonna die." Yeah. No. I appreciate you giving us that little leave now, and I was like, okay, he would have just eaten me, so he's weak enough to where I can get maybe something in, and maybe then he can just like swap one of us and the other one can kill him. I don't know. But yeah, no, that was an intense fight. I really liked the fight. It was long, and the random spider just out of nowhere.
I'm not gonna lie.
Just super
Crawled out
random.
from under the bed, I guess.
That's bullshit.
It's like the visual of just all this
part of it.
chaos and just what the fuck is
Pure
that?
chaos.
Yeah.
Pure chaos. How about Tristan Varel? Favorite moments of the night?
Well, I think I
Missing every
completed
step.
my quest, so hopefully I completed that. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
The least favorite part was trying to play chess with you on who's going to counterspell who,
What?
and trying to conserve my third level slots before you counterspelled all of them, bastard. But I'd have to say Rogar with his negative intelligence now has a 19.
It does.
And Tristan has someone he can talk about the multi-dimensional, multiplanar sciences of the world with.
It's true.
Because everybody else's intelligence was like negatives and
Most of
plus ones.
Most of them.
Now he's got Rogar to talk to about it, and someone will understand.
Exactly. He's like your Watson now.
He is. He is.
You know, you're Sherlock. He's Watson.
You know, he's got a spell scroll now, armor of
He's got a
Agathis.
spell
You
scroll,
know,
yeah.
got a
The
spell
sky's
scroll.
the limit. Sky's the limit now.
Ooh.
But
Ooh.
awesome game, guys. Find a favorite moment. It was my almost TPK there. I can't believe it went that bad, but it felt good. I'm not gonna lie, it did feel good right there towards the end. It was spiraling down, 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 but you came through in the end. I was. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried. I was really worried towards the end there. It's like, oh shit, this has gone way off track, but all is well.
You rolled 2 natural 20s, bro,
I did.
on an advantage.
That
That's
was
bullshit.
impressive. That has never happened. Impressive. But yeah. So, awesome game, guys. And that's going to be it. So, thank you guys, everyone out there, for watching. Do make sure to like and subscribe. And of course, check out Velree's TikTok challenge, whatever you're doing right now. I don't know. She's doing something. I'll have it linked down in the description. And we will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.